was happening is the truck was going 80 miles an hour, so I had to speed up.
Yeah, they're trying to race you. Look at those guys. See? Oh my goodness. There's a truck. Where's the truck? Oh. That's what was a big truck.
Yeah.
Trying to race you. And see. So bright today. There's a little bit slow traffic this side. Today, anyway, today is blue skies with lots of clouds. It's beautiful. Say good morning, everyone. We're going to music class. I look like an airplane. Well, I cooked last night. I finished now. I cooked alone. I put this in right because I didn't want to be sitting in the fridge for like more than 2 days. I started cooking last night. We stay up late to make sure that when we get home, there's my son's favorite dinner is ready. And all I need to do is maybe I'll cook something for me and my husband, and then salad, or do something a little bit. I'll have to stop by to a store anyway because there's no more cold drinks. That's our favorite drink. Anyway, let's see what's new in the world. On Saturday, this is Sunday, the morning, 9:42, I'm heading to our favorite place where we can play music. But next Saturday, I'll be the one driving, so I will not be able to engage while I'm driving, but I can be nice. Everybody is having such a great time, having good coffee. Again, oh yeah, I was not able to take my seat off. I was busy this morning. I try a light to support our Filipino friends. So our discussion is about the medicine, um, true, Filipino life with experts. Oh, we're cleaning the window. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, hi, sir. Thank you for coming to our live. How are you? I'm Amina Shido. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time in there. So, Saturday routine, we are driving again, going to the 70. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Tell me about your Saturday. My Saturday is, I'm kind of tired. It's Friday. I have to put this. I forgot my other eyeglasses. So, I'm kind of like a little bit blind when I read the script. This was a long, long time ago prescription. I need sunglasses, but the morning gets so busy. If you're here in a different country or in America, we can't afford nanny if we're only making such amount of time to do everything for us. It's even expensive to pay someone to clean our house, right? So I'll pay for myself for that. Uh-oh, sorry. Hey, Gimbal, I charge you. I charge this, honestly. But sometimes it's not friendly. So let me show you. Uh, this is making. And I should hold it, right? I don't know. The battery is. Yeah, here you go. There it is. Nina, where are you from? Can you tell me where you're from? That would be nice to know. This is California. So, showing you guys our weather today is beautiful. Hi, pretty Eric. What's up? We are pretty. Every day we're so pretty. Welcome to my life. I hope you enjoy your day. Sorry, the window is not perfect. I'm enjoying this because next Saturday I'm not going to be able to talk and engage. I'll be just online. Hey, from California too. Hello, pretty Edinburgh in California. Hi, windy west 3301. Uh-oh, let me just put you here. Let's reading your your comments and make sure I pay attention to that as much as I can. You guys like to drive today or you want to just stay home? I feel like, there are days that I just want to drive. But you see the gas prices right now? It's crazy. How can we drive anywhere now? This inflation stuff. Oh my God, prices, right? Can't go on a road tripping for now. We're just gonna stir the sunset, and if I can wake up on the sunset, I'm just gonna wait. Just bear with me, just a second now. Yeah, if I can stay and get out in the sunset, I'll just stir sunset. Hi, Jamie, Vidor, 11:49. Hello, it's bright. I'm trying to put my sunglasses, but even my sunglasses, kind of like it's all. Hi, why do we forget things? Tell me, how do you avoid forgetting? You're gonna forget my other eyeglasses. Thank you for my live. You guys are eating something or having a good breakfast. I am using my gimbal. There's my big boy. Say hi, everyone. And that's my husband. And I'm using my gimbal, and I'm trying to learn about this. So please bear with me. No bashing, please. Yeah, technology usually uses in my hand. But this is not helping me to see your face. Jamie, Vidor, hello. Thank you for coming to my live. You guys want to see California, different parts of California? Here you go, guys. That's the traffic. See? Not busy. Not really busy, but it's beautiful still. Right? It's something about the gas rate. You have. Hi, Amber. How are you, Amber? What are you doing, Amber? I hope you're enjoying your day. Tell me about your day, ladies, girls. What's your breakfast? If you're in California time zone, if you're eating, what's your meal? Well, I just have an oatmeal with dried fruits. So I had a long day yesterday. If any of you have a special needs kids and have an IEP, I'll tell you, that meeting will drain your brain. It will drain your spirit. Long day. I find myself staring at the wall. Honestly, literally, I was staring at the wall. But you know what? I have some ladies attended the IEP meeting for support. I thank my American friends for supporting me in this. I love both cultures. I love Americans. Of course, there are so many things that we can disagree, but I enjoy my life in America, and I enjoy being in the Philippines too. So I have learned so many things that I'm proud to say that I'm American, and I'm proud to say also that I'm Filipina. We don't care each other. We make the country better. So I'm not in a politics content, but yeah. To go back to my day yesterday, I was so exhausted. Had an IDP. We have important ladies attended my IEP meeting, and I wish my fellow Filipinas would join my IEP meeting and understand this, the way that our rights are we need to enforce it and speak up and advocate for our children that have extraordinary needs because we parents need support more than one person. If we don't say anything, if we don't speak anything, even if we're not born from here, then we're never gonna help each other here. Anyway, so yeah, after that, we didn't go out. Me and my family didn't get the chance to go out. My son's supposed to go to a dance. Then he's in school. Guess what? Now the festival. He doesn't want to go. mad, he was upset, he's not putting in new clothes, not at all. Because he doesn't have friends. So this is what our advocacy is. He needs to learn how to make friends, and he needs his friends to understand him. So we don't have any behavior, we don't have any issues in school, and they feel welcome, they feel accepted. Not only with kids that are autism, but also kids that need to be understood. So yeah, we didn't have a dance game. We say no. And for children, if they don't want to do, I I do want him to join because I want him to make friends. But he doesn't know how to make friends. So there's no point. He was not taught how to make friends. He's on a placement where he got on general education, but they take him away, and then he's working on his services and goals away from the students with the same age, with the same peers. So he's just working in academics, but he's not working how to, interact. And this is where an advocacy of inclusion plays a big role. So for mamas and papas, parents, they don't stop advocacy for an inclusion. Anyway, you guys tell me if you like what you see. If not, I'm sorry, haven't watched it. We're renting an apartment where under the tree, there is south. So we don't usually drive outside for washing the car. Although
I wash my truck like every day almost. Probably like four to five times a week. I have to wash my truck. It's so annoying because the sap, the tree, it's called a pepper tree, and it drops sap like a lot, and it doesn't stop. Like all times of the year, it's doing it. I don't know if I own that, I'm gonna cut it down. And I'll plant something that doesn't. I'll plant something that doesn't do that because that tree they chose was a very bad choice.
Right? Oh my goodness. Hey, excuse me. Hello, Captain. We have a marine vet here.
And then
The new subscriber. He just subscribed to me last night. How are you, Captain? You are. I forgot. Remind me where you're at. We're here in California. There's my veteran here next to me. There's our little person that we created. We're heading to a music class. I don't think so.
Why not?
Hurrah! Oh, he lives in Las Vegas. Guess what? Where's my husband, Norwegian? When he joined the military. Las Vegas. Yes, so my husband is from South Lake Tahoe. And then, from South Lake Tahoe, because when I moved there, it was so cold. He was worried, and I have my mom's niece, which is my cousin, live there. We moved to Las Vegas. That's when my husband joined the Navy, and then
I tried to join the Air Force, but I was too old. And then the Air Force said join. Well, they would have tipped me if it was like a part time, but I wanted full time. But they told me to go to the Navy. So the next time I went, and then the Army wants to get me, and I said no. I took their ASVAB pre-test, and they wanted me really bad, and I said sorry. I promised somebody I'm gonna try the Navy next. And then I joined the Navy there. The next time I went.
yeah, and then I was there for a while. I worked there. My first job was a pharmacy tech assistant. That's where I got my driver's license. That's where I learned how to drive to, and moved to Florida.
Yeah.
He said, tell your hubby that I was in the men's department of the Navy. Men's department of the Navy. Just kidding. What does that mean?
The Feds.
Men's. M-E-N.
Men's department. Yeah, that's true because Marines is Department of the Navy. Under it. That's true. kind of like the army. The Air Force gets all the money for the army. The Navy gets all the money for the Marines. It's like that.
Skip Samad said, where are you guys driving?
Music class. We're Aldrin's taking drum lessons for drum set, and I got tired of sitting around doing nothing, so I'm taking guitar lessons since I learned how to make guitars, and I might as well play them better. So I never took official lessons before here for guitar.
Yes.
So, but Jackie, I tried to convince Jackie she should take voice because she loves to sing, so she can improve her singing. But she's shy, I think.
No, I'm just busy doing my blogging for now. So
it's just 30 minutes in a week. It's not. Plus, we're there already, so.
So it's a drive. You know, Captain, we live in a marine base for now.
Yeah, we live in Pendleton.
Yes. So we're lucky that we are here for in the meantime.
They allow disabled veterans to live there.
I don't know if Nellis Air Force Base.
Do they allow retired to live there? I don't know.
Yeah. I love your passion for new things. What Captain said.
Yeah, it's better than my life started new after my brain surgery, so I might as well grasp it. And
they retired him so early that he wasn't ready.
I only served 12 and a half years. I wanted to do 20.
So these
I
are
was already E6. All my friends now are E7 or Chief. But yeah, I made first class. I made E6 really quickly. It took me 6.5 years. Not the fastest, but not slow by any means. But I couldn't stay in because of my brain surgery. They messed me up and didn't let me have another second opinion, nothing. I was not treated fairly.
I don't know if they're comfortable, but I'm just gonna hold it like this and face it to me. Yes, it's at the back.
I have a headache.
Every time we pull here, he said he has a headache because he would not sleep early. And then he wakes up so early too. All right, let's go. I have your water. Having a little man here. Come on, my love. It's 2 more minutes and the music class starts. I'm just gonna open it. Busy life in America. So yes, my husband is 100%, which is, thank God. That's why we were able to. Yeah, sure. We were able to get an ID. Hey, Aldrin, get an ID and live in the base because everywhere we go, it's expensive. It's expensive to live in California, and my husband is from California. We have house in Florida, but he just had his brain surgery, and the military, while he's recovering, make a decision, and it's time for him to go because of the testings. Well, I don't know what's happening at the time. I don't know how to advocate yet for my husband. That's why it changed me because of our son. Do you need to go to the restroom?
Yes.
Yes, you do? Okay. All right, let me help you. So, yeah, I'm taking my... All right, let me hold your... Hello. Good morning. Okay. Still... So I'm taking him here. And my full-time job now is to help him, to assist him. Yeah, okay. How about that? Knock in there. Knock. Busy, huh? All right, it's right there. Working on it. Assisting him for now. Yeah, so my full-time job is taking care of him. Yeah. It was, I think it was 2019, and then, oh, there's my hubby. There's the teacher. His music starts at 10 o'clock. Thank you, Sir Skip Samad. I think that takes me a while to do that too, because it's either I have to choose to, you know, to learn how to understand them or be on my own. And I prayed so hard. I make sure that God is the number one above all. So I chose that path. I'm gonna just assist my son, but I'll stay here. I'm just gonna mute and then make sure that I'll be back. But yeah, I I want to inspire others, especially people like not from here, that there's, life is better if you choose different route. Route is to care more of your family. Okay, I'm gonna go check. Hey, Aldrin, you ready? Okay, so today, my son's teacher is not available, so I have to talk. So sometimes there's a different teacher that they would put. So what I do is I have to tell them the diagnosis of my son and let them know if he doesn't speak like that. It doesn't mean that he's ignoring them or he's not listening. So I kind of share like, yeah, if you just show it visually, then he will understand what you are asking him, because autism is a big thing here in America, and everyone is, especially in California, a lot of people is aware about what is autism means. But I'm so glad that Philippines is starting to be aware about this, which is very helpful. Okay, what is your son's impairment? He has autism, language impairment, also has ADHD. So, busy mommy. And then my husband had the brain surgery. When he was we were stationed in Japan. He was in a forward deployment. And I met some Filipinas visiting their husband when they go on the port. So he was just little. It's easy to travel. And then during that time, I wanted to visit him because I was so worried that my husband keep getting sick. He wasn't responding to my email, and then I found out that he had pneumonia. He wasn't eating, and deployment sucks. I decided to book a hotel, and I just surprised him. Just when he's heading to Guam, I told him, hey, there's a hotel there. And then I told him, we're in the airport now, going to see you. And he was surprised. He's like, oh, because, it's not, we can't talk about where they are at or where they're going to until they're already there. So when the time we went to Guam, next day he had, in the middle of the night, he was having a headache so bad. It was back 2018. It's so bright. I just don't like these eyeglasses too though, but it's just so bright. Then 2018, what happened was that I rushed him to Guam. So I think like, please bear with me. I'm using the gimbal, so it's gonna keep flipping around, turn it upside down, but yeah, so it's not shaky. And so what happened was that in the 1 in the morning, I'm so glad that I rented the car. We rented the car too. So I rushed him to emergency room. I was actually in a panic attack on that time too, because he was screaming in pain and I don't know what to do. I was shocked. First time I had my panic attack. And then rushed him to ER. Because next day he's supposed to go to go back to the ship. Then after that, when he go back to the ship, he was throwing up. They gave him some medications and he's still throwing up. They said this isn't right. The medication is for nausea, but he's still throwing up. They hit an ER, CT scan. After the CT scan, they said that he's not going back to the ship. He's on a medevac. But you know what's weird? Medevac, isn't that when you say medevac, it means he's supposed to be fly by the military, right? Oh my God, this gimbal is, I'm sorry, I don't know. Maybe sometimes when this gimbal, it's just resisting me. Yeah, so he just ended up flying on his own, but in medevac, right? And then there's no neurologist available in Guam that time. And after that, he fly. The command didn't want to pay or help me to join him. So me and my son was left in Guam while he's flying back. Where he just went to ER. And they said there was like a little blood clot. Oh well, that was military thing. Next thing we know, January 2019, we were surprised. A surgery schedule. Okay, please bear with me. I'm gonna fight with my gimbal for now to make sure this is stable. Okay, that's it. And then after that, yeah, the journey had a surgery 2019 January. We have from mainland we go to Okinawa. That's when a surgery. I drove there. It was crazy. They booked him for a surgery schedule in a hospital last minute, and we can't have a hotel where the hospital is next to him. So I was driving to a Marine base, but the surgery is in a Navy base. He said, Skip Samad said, I see, I spent over 20 years in Japan in Okinawa. Yeah, we were there for surgery. Was it Camp Hanson? That was the base. So I was driving my little boy, and then with my husband. There's no second opinion to a different hospital. He was not sent because we were in Atsugi. We were living at Atsugi. So we flew from Atsugi to Okinawa. He was in a Camp Foster, if I remember. Yeah, the big hospital there. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. The big hospital there in Okinawa. And then we were in a Marine base. Kind of, you see, it was. And then after 3 days, they discharged him. We're supposed to be there more than few days. The command messaged him and said, hey, you're going back to mainland. It's what ridiculous. It was whack, the entire thing, and I couldn't live. I couldn't carry. I have no choice, but my husband has to carry. He just had surgery, right? Like few days, maybe a week. Carry a big luggage to help me. It was hard. And the next thing you know, a month later, he got an order to go back to California when he could have just have surgery here. And after that, a year later, they say goodbye, discharged. They cannot, he's not fit. How can someone in a brain surgery can get better within, a year? They didn't try a different job that could accommodate him to get healed. It was a fast pace like that. And it was taking a toll on me. At the same time, my son had autism, because I was wondering about those behavior too. And I'm like, and at the same time, my husband became different person. When someone had a brain surgery and opened up the brain, and then we found out the doctor did not discuss that there was a hole in his MRI. Didn't tell, oh, by the way, I thought I could just remove a little bit that whatever malformation in your brain, but suddenly, like, I didn't tell you there was a hole, so be prepared. Nothing like those. The doctor looked for me. He just said surgery is fine. Didn't say anything at all. Didn't tell me that, hey, I think your husband's gonna need some kind of counseling or something. But I guess it didn't help, because in 1 month he has to go to California. And then the whole journey was terrible because he was going to treatment. They put him in a fit for duty. And then he's going to doctor appointment. How could you make someone fit for duty who had a brain surgery, has a hole in the brain, but then he couldn't do it? Then discharge. That's the whole thing. But anyway, at least, he retired early. He retired early. He lived. He's fine. And I learned, I think if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be a better person to advocate for him. The VA is giving him a hard time. I am not fearing. I contact the congressional. I contact the White House. And he got it. But why do I have to do it as a wife? Because I was assigned a caregiver. I am not getting stipend. They deny it. Even though he has severe needs, for a few years he wasn't leaving the house. He doesn't even have that PTSD thing. No, not at all. But at least we found a home here. Military still take care of us. So that's something I'm always forever thankful. And and when we see some military struggling, I try the best I can to help. Because when that's all right. When you're a military, I think this is where the weakest link. You gotta survive. You gotta make it. And I thank you for your service. 20 years is tough. I feel bad when marriage fall apart. We have lots of friends that when we started, every time my husband is leaving for a deployment, we were together, right? The wives like hugging and crying because they're gonna be gone for a while, like 6 months, 9 months. I know, Marine, you're always gone. That's rough more for Marines. So we're all these wives, and then pick up time, we're all together again. Okay, they're coming home, cheering. And then next thing you know, they're divorcing. And I'm like, oh no, what happened? They're leaving each other. Oh no, until like those close friends we have that we used to hang out, they didn't last. And so I was happy that I, of all the marriages I have here. And I used to think that if I compare what my husband went through to what they were complaining about their husband, not even a quarter. But my thought is, when you marry someone, when you love someone, maybe you should be prepared. And you don't use that someone for your convenience. Because if you're focused to marry someone to make your life better, put that obligation to that someone, and it fails your expectations, you're gonna leave that someone. Because you're only focused for that person to make you feel good. But you didn't aim to make that person to feel happy too. That's when I learned about, the true meaning of love. Because I saw my mom that she was struggling with my dad, but she stayed. I was a product of my dad just brought me home from a different woman and never met my biological mother. So that's why I'm very, very protective of my child, because I experience a lot. I experience being taken care of a mother that is not my mom. But before that, I felt like I was earning that love from them, because I can't blame her. When I was growing up, she kind of like telling me about I was a product of someone that hurt their marriage, and then my sister, my brother. But eventually my sister helped me. But there was this thing that's holding them back to love me more. They felt that by the time I discovered that I was not really their complete family member, I'll turn my back and forget them. I was growing up on that, but I proved to them I wasn't like that. I think God created Moon this way, and of course I dated a lot of people too before I met my husband. But when I met my husband, he doesn't even have a house. He just divorced, no job, not in military at all. Hi, Kuya Darren! Welcome here to my vlog. I'm waiting here for my husband and my son. They take the music class. I didn't want to take the music class. I told him I wanna use it when I can just engage and do the vlogging, and then yeah. So yes. So yeah, going back on that, I was doing the best I can, but I take care of my family, and then when I met my husband, everyone was so skeptical if he's the guy because he's so skinny. He had a lot of depression. Well, I was in a relationship too, but I was going through a lot too. But I wasn't focused really of if he's gonna make me better. I wanted to make my family better. That's what my focus. And then he offered me one day and he said, if I bring you to America as a friend, first he said as a friend, do you think you can get a good job here? Would it be easy? And that was nice of my husband. And I said, that would be nice if that's easy. I can work there. Then, eventually the love developed. He said that we will make memories. He's still different person back before the surgery. Ha ha, Kuya Darren, oh, you think I'm your husband with that big smile? Kuya Darren, you're so funny. So when I saw my husband for the first time, I told him that there'll be a lot of things that you get to know me. But this is what I like of all the guys that I date, is when he said, I can't promise you that you're not gonna cry. I can't promise you that you're not gonna be mad. And I can't promise you that you're always gonna be happy. But I promise you I'm gonna be doing the best I can to take care of you. So that makes me more comfortable than someone telling me I'm gonna make you feel good. I'm gonna give everything you want. I'm gonna make you happy. I hate those words. Like saying like you're gonna be happy with me. So when he says those straight, I can't promise those, but I can promise you, that I will, the faithfulness, the love that that's all he can offer. And he said that this is the money that I only have. He told me we were together like $30 a week was our budget, because he did support me. He helped me with my family, with my mom. When I get a job, I'm forever grateful on that. I'm forever thankful. I guess because I value his trust and his love to me. And he accepted the country where I came from. I think that made me realize that when after surgery, it was tough. It was tough to see from meeting someone that was not a military and turn into a military, and how they were shaped and how their behavior changed. That was tough. I think that's why when young people get married and then one joined the military and then they're together, they fall apart. They were too young to understand the maturity level was still not there. And this is why marriage fall apart. Because they were still in the zone that, high school moment, everything is a joy. You rescue me. You're the reason why I chose you, because I want you forever rescuing me. I can't rescue you. But if you don't rescue yourself, so that's when I started seeking my own help, because I was like, I can't rely on my husband to always rescue me and solve this, because I thought he was just an asshole guy when he told me. Every time he told me, you have to do this, you have to figure out, because when I'm not here, when I'm deployed, what are you gonna do? I don't know, that was an asshole move, but I was like, wow, because all my life I was with my mom, and then I realized, that's right, he left. There's so many temptations when my husband was gone. I'm not gonna lie about that. There's so many guys were flirting on me, were asking me. You know what I told them? do you think that you're a better man when you steal someone's, woman? And they stopped talking to me. And I told them, do you think would you trust me to be with you while I'm cheating with my husband? If I'm with you and I leave my man, do you think I would last with you? They didn't talk to me anymore. That's all I asked them. Because they would think, right? You see, you want to steal a woman or steal with someone. That's going to happen to you too. If someone wants me, I'm going to steal. I'm going to leave you. Okay. Thank you, Kuya. Skip Samat. Eat your breakfast. Have fun. So, yeah. So, that's what I told them. Because I told them I would help you to find a woman that would stand by your side. Because what you need is a company that when you're growing old, even though you're not intimate anymore, you can still love, you can still talk, never gonna leave you. And when you can't talk anymore, someone is gonna talk for you. When you can't say anything anymore, you want a woman who will say something for you. So yeah, so that's what I think God purposed to me, and my husband said when he had a brain surgery is that if I die, you're gonna get married. I told him before that surgery, I told him I focus on our son because my goal is not to put the obligation to a man. I'm gonna be doing my obligation, my responsibility to this little person and finding relationship to rescue me when I'm at lost. I don't think it's good. You want to be in a relationship, you're at your best. In that way, you give the best you can to the person. Yeah, Kuya Darren, you're right. You said it takes two to make a relationship to work. It can't be only one always rescue in a relationship, right? And Kuya Darren said, if you wanted to cheat with me, I would nearly slap you and tell you grow up and make it work with your husband. Okay, Kuya Darren, that's our job. We gotta find wife that are cheating, okay? You do the slap. I think we should do that content, Kuya Darren. I hate cheaters and liars. Yes, Kuya Darren. Yeah, I met when my husband left, and I learned too because when my husband deployed, I didn't know that's kind of chances for other guy. When I said, oh yeah, my husband is deployed, that's when they started telling me, hey, would you like to have a lunch with me? And I said, I can cook my lunch, but that's not appropriate to ask someone that's married, and that's why I have rings. I told them that, and they were like, okay. And there were some, it's happening, it's a military life, and some does that. I mean, it just happened they met a lot, especially my kind of people, Filipina, that was game. And they happened to meet someone that was not like that. So I told them that I'm sorry, you probably met 20 of them, but I'm not one of them, because you wouldn't want that to experience. Because I always tell them, you don't want that to experience. And they kind of know, they're very respectful, because I think what the man needs to hear is that no, it's not right. But if a woman is game, man is game. But I believe woman should be responsible on that too. The first is woman. Like, do you consent it? Do you agree with it? Because if you say yes, man is man. You know. I always say it, right? Yeah, Kuya. You want to be with someone that has a history of loyalty. You don't want to be with someone that never changed. I mean, when we're high school, of course, the maturity level, you want to be in a matured level